Hey, how's it going? My name is Anthony Gray. I'm going to do this little floral here on this um, textured panel here. Okay, this is probably maybe 16, probably 14 by 16 or something like that. Okay, um, I'm at a different vantage point here. I got a different camera um, doing this. It's my, I think it's a Canon T6. So I got my lapel mic on. I hope you guys can hear me pretty good. Um, I was supposed to do this a few days ago, as of the recording of this, and I didn't. So no double camera on this one. But as I hold this palette up here, you should be able to see it. All right, titanium white, yellow ochre, dioxazine purple, uh, sap green, and phthalo blue. Those should be um, enough of the colors I'll use for this floral. I'm gonna just sketch out one great big old flower, put a couple leaves on there. It's more to show you guys how to do it. Okay. I got my customary. I'll show this to you somehow. You should be able to see it. This watery pink stuff is nothing but 50% shampoo and vegetable glycerin. Okay. And that's all it is. Alright, I'm dipping in my rigger brush or my script liner. Okay. Into, I'll put it into some white here. And I'll sketch out quickly this flower. Um, Somewhat probably like a rose of some sort. They are the toughest flowers to do, and yet one of the most popular flowers to paint. Quite an enigma, right? Alright, I'll do a nice size one. I'll do one on here, but not enough to, I'm gonna put it, let's do the far edge. I'm gonna put it like around here. I really don't want to put it dead center. So we'll put this guy somewhere around here like that. So you guys should be able to see that pretty clearly. Okay. And I'm going to lightly place the petals or the leaves. I'm just dipping him into more medium. I will put a leaf right in here somewhere like that. And probably have one coming out here like this and one coming out here like that. Okay, there'll probably be some other small things going around, but I'll stick with the three leaves right around there. Alright, okay. Just rinsing off the brush and drying it off, and I'll set it here. Alright, now that I've established somewhat where I want the flower, okay, I'll put some cute little back, just center the flower a little bit to kind of frame it. Alright, before I move on, I already pre-bordered this canvas. That's why you see the masking tape. Okay, I've done this pattern, this acrylic pour, months ago. There's sparkles in it. You'll not be able to see it. I got natural light right now because I'm doing this in the morning as I record this. So I doubt that you guys can see the sparkles on the film here, but it's all through here. Yeah, you guys aren't able to see the glitter, but it is all through this. Okay. All right. I'm gonna frame this flower a bit. I'm gonna use a thicker 1 1/4 brush here. I'm gonna dip my brush in water, loosen up the bristles a bit. Okay. When you're doing florals, it's good to have a brush that has a very sharp chiseled edge, and maybe set aside some brushes. See, you got a strong edge there. Look at that. Okay, strong chiseled edge. Keep certain brushes just for florals. All right, so they don't get wrecked doing other things. Alright, I'm trying to position myself where you see less of my face. But, you know, that remains to be seen, right? Alright. Anyway, I'm going to dip into my sap green. And I'm going to dip into my phthalo blue. So it's phthalo blue and sap green. I'm going to put them together. I'm going to get a slight touch of medium. I'm putting the corner of the brush into the medium to loosen up the paint. I use Grumbacher paint. It's a thick body paint, heavy body. It reminds me of oil paint because I was originally an oil painter. So I'm kind of sticking to what I'm kind of familiar with and I enjoy using. Okay. Alright. Like I say, I'll just various motions like this. Just to frame the flower a little bit. Come out here. And we'll bring some of them down in here. Like that. And I'll vary the colors as I'm going to add a little more blue. I'll vary the colors as I do this. Okay. I'll pop in some up around here. Some up around in here. I'll get a little more phthalo blue. It's mixing in with the green. So that's all I'm doing right now. I know that I don't have to really talk as loud since I'm going direct into the camera with the microphone. I'll bring some right down here almost to the edge here. So we'll do a little playing around here. I'm getting a little more of the phthalo green. It's mixing in with the blue. I'm dipping in with a little more blue on both sides of the brush. Okay, and just really playing around with the color. Something like that. I just frame it a little bit. Like so. Okay. I got a little tabletop easel here. So that's why you see it juddering around. But much like that. I just want to frame it a little. That's all. I got a smaller brush. This is a 1 1/4, 1 3/4 inch brush here. I'm taking off all the paint. So I got my little micro setup here on the side. Okay. Dry off the brush. I'm going to set it down for a second. I'm going to go to my 1/2 inch. Now that I've got some of this going, okay, I'm going to go back into my phthalo blue, going into my sap green. I'm going to get a little bit of the medium just to thin out the paint. All you need really is the corner of the brush to thin it out because you want to still maintain some of that thickness, some of the opaque nature of the paint a little bit. Okay, I guess I can start popping in, like, let's say I want to do a long stroke relief here, like that, and just thin back out like that. I'll do another one, then it's going down, press downward, turn your brush, then put a little wiggle in it if you want. Alright, like so. Let's do another one. Let's get a touch more paint. And we'll put one thin. Wiggle them a little bit. And thin it out like that. Add some character to this guy. Okay. Getting a little phthalo blue here. A little more sap green. We'll put a couple up around in here, maybe 2. Let's do a thicker one. I'm going to just go flat first, go thick like that, and then we'll turn that brush, get it pretty thin, just like so. Yes, I'm doing it with my right hand. We'll get another one, thick, we'll start off flat, just like that, and we'll have them come on out, thin them right out, just like that. Just something a little different, okay? Now with the same brush, I'm dipping my corner back into the medium. Just loosen up this paint a little bit. I'm going to go into, well, before I do that, let's do some Up around here, we're gonna do the wiggle leaves. And how you do those is press down, wiggle, come back up, and give it a little tip. Press, press, wiggle, give it a little tip. As you get accustomed to doing these, you can go pretty fast with them. Okay. You can have it go in front of the leaf, behind the leaf, wherever you want, however you want to do it. Okay. I'll have them trail out this way. Come out that way like that. Don't necessarily have to be the same color. Get that one a little stronger there. Put one right here. Overlap them. Okay. Like that. And we'll put a couple more in here. Like so. I'm going to get just the smallest amount of white. I'm going to put it right in here with the green. Just add a little variety to a couple. Okay. Let's put some up here. So part white, part green, like that. We'll dance a couple of them around. There's going to be other types of foliage and stuff going around in here. I'm dipping the corner back into the brush. I'll be doing that often, just to let you know. I'm going into the sap green a little bit. Touch the corner of my brush into some white, because I don't want to overdo with the white. I'm not going to totally mix it. Okay, and press, wiggle, come back up. Get a little peek right in there. Okay, you can throw a couple down in here too. Doesn't matter. Some up in here. Just like that. And you just keep going with it. Have a little fun with it. Okay. So we got some of those floating around in there like that. Okay, we're going to put some on the other side so the other half don't get jealous. I'm dipping into my blue, dipping into my sap green. And how I'm doing it is I'm still keeping the sharp edge to the brush. Alright, I'm getting into a little white. So it looks like me double loading the brush, half load. Okay, and we'll come down here. Okay, as I was rudely interrupted by my camera, we'll continue on. But I'm going with a few of them this way. It's okay, go in different directions. Bring them in front, like so. Okay. I'm gonna do these leaves and plants and such to where you get a color that don't correspond with the background. Okay. Basically, that's what I'm doing. All right. I probably got the settings on my camera wrong, so it's only giving me like 9 minutes or something like that. So there'll be a whole lot of creative editing going on. But these little guys are meaning the background, they're filler colors. All right, you put them into the green itself. Getting a little blue. I'm putting the blue on the dark end of the brush. We'll try for some different type of leaves here. Like say for instance, we'll put one here. A little thicker. Have them come on up. Just wiggle. Just wiggle. And come to a point. Maybe I'll wiggle on the other side here and give them a bigger leaf like that. Okay, and you put the center in there. Like so. I like the color mix. So let's continue with that color mix. I like the color mix. Getting a little bit of white. Mixing it in with the bluish green. I'm getting a little medium, thin the paint a little bit, not too much. Like I said, I kind of like the color mix that is presenting here. And we'll do, I'm coming off the side here, just wiggle. And come to a point like that. I'm going to go on the other side here. I'm going to wiggle. Come off to the side, put a little vein in there like that. Let's do another one. You can have a lot of fun with these. Go into the flower if you got to. It's okay. Just like that. Just have fun. Really. Play around, experiment. This is how you learn. I'm just going into my dark and light colors again. I'm dipping the corner back into the medium. Because you want the paint to kind of flow off the brush. I don't have any medium on this. but it was varnish. I did varnish this, the pour. I'm going right into the other side here, just like so. Okay, I'll turn the brush over and I'll do it again. Let me do it with my other hand. Press and just wiggle, and you turn your brush, go straight to a point. Okay, and you put your little center vein in there, and just keep it moving. Like I say, I kind of like this phthalo blue, green, and white mix. It's pretty cool. I don't have any red on the palette here. The closest thing I got to red is the purple, if I put white in it, or yeah, if I put the white in it. Okay. Let's do one that's coming. Let's do this. Get a little vein going here. We'll widen this guy and come on out like that. Right on top of the other leaves there. Just like that. And we'll bring him right on around like that. So like I say, basically I'm just framing in this guy. Okay. That's all I'm doing. Let's get actually I'm dabble into the purple now. And I'm gonna add some white to the whole thing. Get a light purple here. Another flavor, another color for the leaves here. That's all, basically. And we're gonna do let's do a nice long stem guy cutting across the other two here. Just like that. And it just dips on down. Like that. I'm getting a little medium. Thin the paint a little bit. I'm dipping back into the purple. A little bit of the white there. Okay, we'll give him some company. Right off the same stem, come down, and we're gonna have him come on down like that, just like so. Kind of wake things up a little bit over there. All right, going back into my purple. Let me hold on to my easel here, you guys. I'm so used to the camera being down there on a certain vantage point. I can just hold it in my hand. It makes life a little easier. Adding a little white to the brush, 1/2-inch brush. Got medium on it. Get a little purple. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go on the other side, the lower side here. I'm gonna hold the brush out a little bit so it doesn't thin, go out, go thin, and bring it right on down like that. Some of these will catch, some of them will not. Let's put one here. Come out and thin him down like that. Have him droop down. So he's a little bit lighter, but that's fine. Okay. We're going to tease some other type leaves in here too. Why not? I'm gonna go back into my blue, a little bit of green, still keeping the brightness on one side of the brush. Okay, and we'll pop in some. Well, not there. Let's go around in here. We'll pop some. I'll show you how to do these two. These that I'm doing right now are just meant to be barely seen. Okay, like little background things. So I'm dipping back into my green and blue. Go back into my white. Nice little mix, 1/2 and 1/2. Get a little bit of medium. Like I say, it just loosens up the paint a little bit. And we'll put a couple of these. All I'm doing is I'll just wiggle just like that. Perpendicular to, perpendicular to the strokes themselves, the major stroke. Okay, everything's going back to this little point, like an imaginary dot. Everything's aiming toward that dot. Back toward the dot, like that. Just like that. I'll do a few more. Takes some getting used to. Alright, but once you get it, you got it. And you can pretty much go as fast as you want and probably skip a few of the steps if you choose to. Okay, we'll put one right here. This one might not be totally seen, and that's fine. Let's do it this way. We'll go this way. It'll be the side of the plane. Just like that. Alright. I'll probably pop a few more in here. Let's go back to our purple. More purple. Purple with the blue-green. And we're going to pop a couple of those up in here before the camera goes out again. Just like that. And we're going to spread that guy around here like this. And we're going to go on the other side. We're going to do the same thing. Get some more medium because I can feel it pull, which is fine. And we're going to do it again. Just like that. Almost turns it to a grayish color. And put the vein right in there. Right now I'm just doing just typical whatever type of leaves right now just to fill it up with interesting looking foliage. Put one right here. Get a little white, brighten that up. When I brighten it up, that doesn't mean it's gonna really stand out or anything, but it's just to separate itself from some of the other darkened leaves. And we do the same thing here. Just a couple of them. You can bring it right over the other plant. Okay, just like so. Alright, so now you got your nice little batch of leaves and stuff going on. I'm going to get some darker color. I'm going to mix purple. I'm going to mix a little bit of blue together. Get a slight touch of medium. And we're going to throw in some other of the wiggle leaves in here. Just here and there. Just fill it up a little bit. As you can see, I'm keeping the palette darkened a wee bit. Okay, I'll throw some up in here like that. It's okay, just like that. Throw in a couple of dark ones. I know where the major leaves are going to go for the flowers, so I'm going to try to stay away from there as much as I can. I'm dipping back into the darker color. Alright, and we'll put a few up here. So basically I'm just filling it in with, darker colors here and there throughout. Alright, I think we're almost ready for the main guy. Just like that. Keep them subdued in the back. The brightest thing will be this guy and the two leaves to separate all of that. So just more dark stuff going on. I'm dipping my brush back into the medium, loosens up the paint, and I'm mixing what I already have made. Go in front, maybe up a couple of these guys. I'm going right in here into the green itself. Okay. Like I say, some of it's really subtle, and you want subtle here in the background. I think I pretty much got what I'm looking for out of some of these. Okay. Yep, because I already know where I'm going to place the larger leaves. Okay, so let me clean off this brush, 1/2-inch brush. There we go. Make sure you clean your brush out pretty good. Get the paint away from the furrow. I'm just rinsing off the brush here. Okay. I guess we'll start with the bigger leaves here. I'll go for a brighter type of palette for these guys. I'm gonna start with blue instead of the base green. So I'm going into my phthalo blue. And I want just to get the general shape. Maybe I'll touch it up with a little bit of green in that phthalo blue. Okay. And I'm going into my solution here just to loosen up the paint. And we're going to do leaf number 1. Now remember, just wiggle like that. Wiggle. And you just come out to a point. Like so. Let's do the other one. Like I said, let's do the other one. The other one's right around here. Pressure brush down. And I'm going to thin that right out. Thin that guy right out there. Just like that. I'm getting into some more blue. Getting into some more green. and we're going to do these separate petals here, or yeah, separate strokes for the leaves here, not the petals, the leaves. Now, I work with, like I said, I work with acrylic paint, so this also helps extend the drying time. Now, as you can see, okay, we're going to put the dot. The dot is right there, so all your strokes are going to go. Okay, first of all, for your brush, it's perpendicular to the side of the plant, and everything aims right toward that dot. Aim everything towards the dot. It doesn't matter how long you make the leaf, everything is aimed toward that dot. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Everything aims toward the dot. Aim it toward the dot. This is how you get your strokes. Everything's aimed toward that dot, like that. We're going to do it again. When it comes to highlighting the plants, then you can, if the plants happen to overlap, the leaves happen to overlap, that's fine. That's okay. If they overlap, don't worry about that. Because in the highlighting, you can determine which ones will stick out more than the other. I'm dipping into more green, more sap green, more phthalo blue. I'm getting into my medium to loosen up the paint a wee bit. Only dip the corner of your brush into the solution or whatever you got, whatever you want to use, okay, for your slow drying medium. My shampoo and glycerin mix works well for me. There. Okay. We're going to do the other single guy way over here on the lower right hand side. I'm just dipping once again the brush into the medium. I'm using a 1/2 inch brush. I'm ready to do the same thing here and expand out and go inward like that. Actually, I didn't do the well, I didn't do the center. That's okay. Just like so. Because I'm so comfortable doing them, I just skipped the first step. But I'm glad I did it, because it just shows you that once you get accustomed to it, you can skip the first step, because it looks like a kite. Okay. And here we go. Almost like a wide V. Remember, everything is aimed toward that dot. Okay. And you put your little line in there. You're not going to be able to see the line on these until you do the highlighting. Like I say, it takes a little getting used to. Okay. Now I got plenty of this color on my brush. I'm dipping into my titanium white. I'm mixing the titanium white into the green itself for some highlighting. Up to you which side you want lit. Okay, it's really up to you. I'll go here. I'll press, pull, and gently lift up. Press and pull, gently lift. Press, pull, gently lift. Alright. And this one already highlighted. I'm dipping into a little bit of medium to loosen up this paint. And we're going to go here. We're going to overlap this one. Just like that. Everything aims toward that center. Look at, I got one overlapping a little bit, which is cool. Okay. Going back into my medium a little bit. Just loosening up the paint. And we're going to do the same thing over here. You press down, drag, and you gently lift up. You want the striations to show, basically. And that's what I'm aiming for. I'm going to get a nice chiseled edge here. Just put the vein in. Just like that. You can add multiple veins if you would like. Definitely up to you how detailed you want to do this. What I'm talking about is that you can add the ones on the side like that. If you desire to, it's really up to you. If you want to add them in there like so. Remember, just keep an extremely sharp wedge to your brush when you add them in there, if you choose to add them in. Or you can put them in with a script liner brush. Up to you. Okay, actually you can bring them as far as you desire. Alright, really up to you. I can highlight those even more with just a slight touch of white. Slight touch of white. I already got green on the brush. I was using titanium white. The more you highlight, the less of the highlight you need. Okay, getting a little bit of medium to loosen up this paint. Dipping into my titanium white. I already got the bright green, or the green in it. It is bright green. And say if I want to highlight a few, like that, only a couple. Skip a couple and maybe highlight that top right there. Adds a lot of interest to your painting. Like say if I highlight that one, skip one, and highlight the other two. So what it naturally does is bring the ones that aren't highlighted pretty much in the back. Okay. Basically that's what that does. Okay. And we're gonna go to the other side here. Quick highlight. Maybe one quick one right there, and skip this one and do that one and do that one. Just like that. Alright. Okay. I got some of that dark blue here. I'm gonna use some of this dark blue. I'm gonna go into the purple, so it'll be the dark blue and the purple. I'm gonna mix it right in there. For the shadow side. So some phthalo blue and a dioxazine purple. Get a little bit of medium. Now here it would be good to clean your brush and get some fresh color. So the dark will remain just like that, dark. Just like so. I'll bring some of that further in. And you really want that feathered look to these guys. And I can skip a few. Just like that. Okay, so I did skip a couple. It gives the illusion of some of these petals being further back. Like say I can skip this one on the bottom and highlight that. Okay guys, welcome back. It was actually the camera battery. The other battery was fine. But anyway, I'm going to use the big brush again. This guy. I'll put it here. It's in focus. As you can see by the shine where the sunlight is, right? Okay, I want basically a type of gray for the center flower here. I'm going to mix in, it's a different gray. I'm going to mix in the dioxazine purple, and I'm mixing in some phthalo or some ochre, yellow ochre with the purple. Okay. Right now it's a brownish color, so I'll mix in a little bit more on the purple. Kind of grade up a little bit. Now what it is a weird kind of a gray purple mix here. So I'm going to add a little white to it. It'll gray it right up. There we go. So I'm adding white to it. It just grays it up and using plenty of it. I'm going to need plenty of it. So it's a weird browny gray. Okay. And we're going to go from the outside in, like this. From the outside, you're going to go in. Just like that. Stagger it a little bit. Okay. Add some interest to it. Doesn't have to be totally a complete circle, so don't do that. Stagger some in like that. Just like so. And stagger some out there, like so. Add some interest to your future petals. But everything's staggering inward in a circular motion like so. Okay, I'm just gonna smooth that out in there. So it kind of actually matches the background, but that's fine. Some of the green comes in, that's fine too. have some of these come out like that. It's like that. Just make it stagger it out pretty good, like that. All right. I'll zoom back out because I know there's a pedal that's a little below camera frame there, so we'll do one of those numbers. So I'm gonna let that set for a second. Okay. I'm going to, as I was looking at it, I'm going to add a little more pop to the main leaves here, because the color has subsided and I still need it to show up front a little bit more. Okay, right now I'm just draining out, getting the extra paint off the brush that might be a little close to the furrow. Okay, take your time and really properly rinse out your brushes. They'll love you later for it. Okay, and taking all the water out of there. If your water is too muddy, too messy, okay, it might do you well to change it real quick, because it only takes a second. You know. Okay, I'm going into my titanium white. Alright, a little bit of titanium white. I think I'm going to add a little bit of a slight bit of purple in that titanium white. This is just for the highlight. It's just got a slight tint of purple. That's all. And I'm just gonna, yeah, you guys should see that. Touch and lightly go in like that. Just overlap a little bit like that. Press and slightly go in. I'm overlapping so it matches the leaf strokes a little. Just like so. So that they really kind of pop out there. And I'm going to do a few with this guy too, here on the other side. Just like that. And maybe a tiny little bit of light here on the center leaf here. Just a little bit. I'll accent some of those green ones there. Not necessarily every one. Sometimes all it takes is a line or two. All up to you how many of those you want to put in there. Entirely up to you. Okay. I think I'll give them a little taste of something over here on the edge. Just like that. Not too much. But just to bring it out a little bit more. These guys are out in front. Okay. I just wanted to pop those out a wee bit. That's all. Alright. Let's rinse that out. I'll probably do the rest of this flower with a 1/2 inch brush. It's just a 1/2 inch. Okay. I'll probably do the rest of this with that. I do believe it is in focus. So, alright. Now, when it comes to the placement of these guys, well, before I do that, it's a weird browny gray color, but it matches the outside board, which is cool. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to darken the center with a little bit of phthalo blue. Pick a clean spot here on my little palette, and some purple. The dioxazine purple. So I'm mixing those two together. Depending on what where I want to have the bowl at, you know, fade out at, it's really your discretion. You can have it upside down, you have it to the left, to the right, directly up, or like I say, or downward. Depends on how where you want to put it. Okay. Like I say, I'm gonna make this extremely simple for anybody to want to follow this. Okay. So we're gonna start off with a smile. We'll start the smile off right here. Okay. And you're gonna fill in the smile, just like that. Just fill it right in. And you're gonna just feather that smile outward. It gets taller toward the center, and then you go back to being short again. But you Just fill it right out. Taller in the center, just like so. But you want it pretty dark, so you deepen that color a little bit. Just like that. Just deepen it up. And just have it fade out. Okay? Just like that. Fade it right on out. Just like so. Okay? It's the outside of the bowl right here. And your petals are gonna go into that bowl. Let's do something here. I'll put a little dot of white. It'll disappear eventually, or I'll just take it out. Put the dot of white right there. Alright, okay. Let's get some more of the dark color. We're gonna put a second smile right below it, depending on how big you want the bowl. Alright, so we'll put one right here. Right here, it comes out like that, and then comes back in like that. Actually, you can have the bowl really narrow, you can have it really wide. Directly, it's really up to you. Keep it dark, and we're gonna feather this outside edge here. Feather it right out. Feather it right out, just like that. Just feather. Okay, smooth it out if you want to, but you really want to just feather it out, just like that. Have it feather right out. You can put some dark up around here, up to you, wherever you see fit, all on how you want to design your leaves. So I'll put a little touch here, maybe a touch around in here, maybe around in here somewhere. Have it feather out like that. Really up to you, but the main two are here. All right, okay. So we're gonna start with titanium white, and I guess I'll do titanium white. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this. We'll mix it in with the blue purple. So it's titanium white with the bluish purple mix. Plenty of titanium white. I want the blue purple mix in there, but I don't want it too strong. Okay. Get a little bit of medium on the brush, just to thin out the paint a little bit, so it kind of looks like that. And back and forth. You want a nice chiseled edge. Just turn the brush around, like nice thin. See how thin that is? That's what you're looking for. I know that was out of focus, but you kind of get what I'm getting at here. Let's do the larger petals first. Okay, we're gonna come just outside the border of this, just outside a little bit. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna press down, press, drag, and it slowly disappears. And you're gonna do it again. And we're gonna do one more. Just like that. Let it disappear, let it fade into that blue there. Okay. Get a little bit more medium. And we're gonna do another set. Let's do another set. We're gonna go on the outside over here on this side. Okay. And we're gonna do a set. We're gonna just press, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, and you're gonna fade it out slowly. Alright? You're gonna do another one. Overlap a little bit, like that, and we'll do one more. Have them a little higher, and have them come right on in there, like so. Everything aims right toward that dot. Let's do the middle, guys. Come out, Go right on in there. Go right on in there. Just like that. Get a little bit more paint. My paint's starting to grab on me, so I just need a little more medium to keep it flowing in there. And we'll grab one and go right in there like that. Just get that brown out of there. Just like so. Okay, now you got your nice set of petals back there. Okay. All the separation to come a little bit later. Let's dip into my titanium white just a little bit more. Dip into my medium. Get this paint flowing a little bit. Remember, when you do the second set of petals, everything's going, well, yeah, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. We're gonna go, everything aims towards that dot. We're gonna press, and you're gonna go down and in. Go make one a little bit taller, just like that. Okay, I'm dipping back into my medium. Okay, get the paint to flow. And we're going to get a taller one right here. Dead center. Boom. We're going to go to the side. Press and come down. Make one a little bit taller. Press, come down. Just like that. Let's get one that kind of separates. A little bit brighter. Press and you come down like that. Now you got two rows there. You don't really see them yet till, like say, the real highlight comes in. Alright. Let's have some petals just facing us because you got the bowl here. Okay, so we'll get some petals facing in our direction. We're gonna use the chiseled edge. All right, and you're just gonna press like that, like a teardrop. Go on the other side, do the same thing. Press like a teardrop. Do another one. Press, and another one. Press, and another one. Probably like right in there, just like that. Okay, moving right along. We got the back petals. We got the two rows of back petals. We got petals that are pretty much facing us right now. Okay, what I'll do for the sake of doing it right now is I will do a little highlighting. Okay, I'm gonna get some medium here. Put it in nothing but titanium white. Okay. More medium. Make it really smooth here. And we're going to do some highlighting on these guys. Starting from the outside edge, give it a press, come right on down. And I'm going to let it keep going until it runs out. And we'll put one small one down there like that. Alright, we're going to do the same thing again. This is pretty repetitive. And basically, it's all in the stroke. Sometimes it's just a flick of the wrist. Okay, we're gonna go on the other side, right? Can you guys see that? No, you cannot. Let's draw back a little bit so you can see the top of that guy. Okay, right here on the top. Press and you come right on down. Overlap a little bit. Make everything come toward. Matter of fact, let's have another one go down right like that. And maybe have another one come in like so. More of a petal shape. Dipping a little bit more of the titanium white paint into the medium. Nice chiseled edge. Okay. And we'll do another petal, maybe not so. And we'll have it come in like that. We'll separate a couple of these. Like so. I'm gonna go back over the one outside petal, get a little heavier so I can give it an edge. The brush will give the edge by itself, right here. Come down. See, the brush gives its own edge, and will set other petals back. Let's get another one right here. Press, get a nice strong edge. So this petal's in the back there. All right. We're gonna give a little bit to the inside petals, following the same strokes. If you want to give it a little push and then go in, you can do that also. A little push and go in. It gives an automatic rim to the edge of the pedal. Okay, and it helps in the separation. Give it a little push and come on in. Push, go on in. Higher up, push, and go on in. A little more titanium white. And push, go on in. Push, go on in. I'm going to fade some of that in softly. You don't want a hard edge on some of these guys. Push, and go on in like that. Okay. You can highlight a couple of the outside guys if you would like. Quick flick of the wrist. You don't want to get rid of some of that off blue. Maybe one nice large one right there. Like that. Pop one in there. Like so. And basically, that's it. You see the separation. This would be more or less a white open rose. Okay, but as you can see, the dark gray brown is the shadow part of this particular rose. Okay, so I'm gonna dip this tiniest bit of blue into this white, just to tint it. And I'm going repeatedly into my mix here. Okay, now here's where a lot of people get confused. So those were the back pedals. These are facing toward us. Okay, now you want to get a group of pedals to maybe come around. Okay, come around and maybe flip up here and then go back around. So basically what it's going to do, I'll do it from here. It's going to come flip around just like that. Same thing here. It come outward, flip around, and it's gonna kind of have a little dip right in here, just like that. Now, the outside pedals are gonna come this way, but you got this pedal here will be the horizon coming in from the other direction. Okay, getting some more titanium white. Sharp chiseled edge, and here we go. I'm going to press, that's like so, overlap a little bit, have some come out, just like that, just like so. I'm just getting more medium. I got plenty of paint. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Press, keep a little bend, and remember everything's being aimed toward that dot, just like so, just like that. Now I'm gonna go definitely all titanium white here for a second, because the bowl here, this guy right in here, I'm gonna tint it a little bit of blue. Right here, so give the appearance of a little shadow there, right in there like that. Okay, getting some white, more titanium white, pretty strong white here. If you want, you can add like a little lip. You'll see. Give a slight push and come down toward that dot. Slight push, come on down. Give a slight push, right in the center. Getting some more paint. I give a slight push and bring it on in. Push, bring it in, push, bring it on in like that. There you go. Now you have that nice little circle that's turned upward, comes back out and around. Just like that. I could put a pedal in here to kind of even some of that up, down in there. Same thing here, pushing, put a stroke in there too. Okay, you can really have fun with this as long as you know the direction of of where your strokes are going. Okay, just getting more titanium white. Now you can pretty much have your liberties of doing, you know, whatever strokes you feel are needed. Okay, to sell the illusion of however, way you want to go about this. Let's take this guy, for instance, and have him come right on in like that. Bring him right in there, just like so. So he got a little edge to him there. Do the same thing over here with this guy. You can have it come way out. Maybe one comes to a point and bring it in there. And comes to a point, it kind of comes around like that. Alright. So when you're doing the outside petals like that, the ones that are further out, you can even use a tint of blue to give it an illusion of a little bit of shadow. Alright. Let's say, for instance, right around here, let's give it a little curve like that. It's the feathering that's going to help you out get a little more medium. And just like a little fan, and I'm going to come back around, and I'm going to give a curve here, just like that. And give it another little curve right in there. Same thing right in there. So that one, these have a little more blue to it. Let's do a petal that overlaps this guy. And you start off with the kind of a hook, like that, and you bring it on out. So this one's going to overlap that guy, just like that. And we're gonna get a little titanium white, a little stronger edge. And we're gonna do another hook right in here, right in there, and bring it right in. Just like that. So now you have one petal being overlapped by the other guy. Okay? Just like so. Now you see how the darker colors help you out here? And you can keep going with this and keep going with this. Just have a complete ball doing all of this. Alright? Really have a good time with it. And that's the thing. Have a little fun. I'm going to get a little bit of blue. These petals are on the bottom down here. And you can get away with it. All down in here. One in here. Let's give it a little push and bring it on in there. Let's give it another push and bring that one in there. Let's give it another push and bring it in and around. Push and bring that one around like so. Bring it right in there. Those striations are what you're looking for. Okay. I'm getting some more medium. Help the paint to flow. Remember, these are a little bit on the blue side. They're a little a shadow color. You can get away with it. A little bit in here. Let's fade some of that out a little bit. Come on out. Go on back in. Back in. Yeah. Let's have him go over a couple of these guys like that. Just like that. Get some white. A little bit of titanium white, no medium. And I can maybe put a sharper edge on a couple of these. Maybe even give it a slight little push and guide some of those guys. Just like so. All sorts of fun things you can do with this guy. Okay, I'm just cleaning off the brush here because we're about 90% done. But as you can see, this flower sticks out fairly well. Got petals all over the place. Okay, I want to make one petal a little stronger, so I'm dipping back into my little white bluish. I'll just bring it in a little bit, just like that, and put them in there like so. You can make rows and rows and rows of petals. It's really up to you once you get to. Okay, we're nearing the end of this thing. Let me get some, I don't know if I want to put a little, put a little calyx in there. I'm using the yellow ochre for this. Script liner brush, real thin. And you pop in some dots in there. Keep them in a circular motion. Don't really want to disappear all of your darks. I'm turning the brush around. I got more paint. Just like that. You fill them in there. Don't have to add too much. Have some lonely ones sticking out there, out and about, just like that. All right. Very cool. Okay. And since I'm at it, I don't have the thinner brush, but that's okay. We're gonna work with what we have. I'm gonna go into this green here. I don't think I got enough blue, and that's fine. So we're gonna use some of this green. You know what? I don't even have barely enough white, but we're gonna try it. I got a little bit of it in there. Get a little water, loosen up this green a little bit. And we're gonna go make a nice thin line all up around in here a little bit. Here, all up in here. Don't think you can see it too well. If I added some more white, you'll be able to see some of this. And I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna get another one here. And we're gonna drape one around. Actually, let's be creative. I'm gonna come around, go up underneath this plant, bring it on around, bring it back over this plant here, and I'm gonna stop it right about here. And get a strong enough line, because I'll probably highlight this with white so you can see it. Get a little water, loosen this paint up a little bit. No mediums, just water this time. Get it to flow. Come right about here. There's a little trick that I would normally do with something like this. I'm gonna get some white and mix it in with the green. Get it kind of bright here. Let me get some water. Mix it in here. Loosen up the paint. I'm gonna get a little bit of highlight so you can actually see these guys. Just like so. Come back around, swing around this way with this guy, and twirling the brush around a little bit. Okay. And we're gonna do another one. It's gonna come off of this, branch off of this, and go behind this leaf. Come back over, around. I'm just twirling the brush around here. Just right about in here. Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna clean the brush off. Usually there was another method of doing this that's quicker. But this will be fine. I'm going to get into the purple here. See if I got any semblance of white paint left over anywhere around in here. Don't look like I do. Nope. Try to get it as light as possible. Don't think I can. That's okay. Like I said, we're nearing the end here. And I'm going to plop a bud right here. Right up in there like that. And we're going to plop another one right up in here like that. Just like that. So we got two so far. I'm going to clean this brush off here. Get some more of this bright green. I want to do one more. Oh, I'll have them come out of this fella here on the corner here. Go behind the leaf, and we'll stop them right there. Yeah, we'll get some more purple. I can keep it pretty dark actually, because it's on the lighter background. And here we go. Right in here, just like that. Boom. Just like so. Instant bud. And basically, there you have it. Okay, got a nice open rose here. And it's white. Got little shades of blue, light blue. Let's put it in the direction of the camera. There. All right. Well, there you have it. Nice little open guy. And you can see the separation of the petals. You got the ones that are facing us, the one that's turn and flip toward us here. Everything's still going in a circular motion. Okay. If you're the seated person, you can definitely see the separation of the leaves and everything. It's got the weirdish kind of gray doing the separation for the darks and all of that fine stuff. Everything kind of still matches. This has been centered because of the foliage all the way around. Okay, so let's turn the camera where you can see my face here. I think. There you go. Okay, now I gotta obviously center it. Okay, hey, how's it going? All right. Don't know if you can see entirely my whole face, but anyway, thank you for watching this, and I appreciate you spending the time out of your day to check this out. I hope that it helps you and you learn from it. I would love to see your renditions of it. Put it right there on my channel. It should be somewhere down here. All right, by now. Probably came and gone. But anyway, let me know what you think. Love to see, like I say, your interpretations of it. And give me a right. Let me know. All right. Peace. Till next time.